I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull off the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flooded with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, right through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
Leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds for 2K to finally fix their servers. I would not risk it.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fizz back in the with yet another video. Today I'm coming to you guys with yet another banger video. Today I come to y'all with the series that y'all been messing with a lot on the channel lately. Recreating a build that's goated from 2K20 and making it in 2K21. So yeah, man, today I got y'all with the Playmaking Glass Cleaner is back in NBA 2K21, but with a new name. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make it like I always do, from the badges, the bad setups, the takeover, all the way down to the height, weight, wingspan, attributes, and the pie charts. Y'all know how I do these build videos. If you guys want more build videos for this series, all you gotta do is smash, break, and destroy the like button. I got another series coming back from 2K20 that I haven't done in a while on current gen, and let's build wars. If you guys want that, smash, break, and destroy the like button. But yeah, man, we hit that 90K, and I appreciate everybody that's new to the channel. Hit that sub button, but we still ain't done with that grind. We now need that 100K. So man, if everybody new to the channel hit that sub button, I really would appreciate it. But yeah, man, without further ado though, no more talking, let's hop straight into it. Alright, so first things first, when it comes to the build, is going to be the position. Now, when it comes to the position of the Playmaking Glass Cleaner, that was at the power forward. So when it comes to us making this one, we're going to be recreating it. So we're going to go with the power forward position. Alright, next is going to be the pie chart. Now, when it comes to the pie chart, this is where you're going to get your Hall of Fame badges and your max shots for your attributes. Now, when it came to the Playmaking Glass Cleaner, what pie chart we go with? The Playmaking and Defensive. For this build, we're actually going to go with the same pie chart, the Playmaking and Defensive pie chart. You're going to get Playmaking and Defensive Hall of Fame badges. Alright, next is going to be the physical profile. Now, this is going to be completely up to you. Now, when I made the Playmaking Glass Cleaner on 2K20, I would go with the speed. But in my opinion, the better pie chart to go with for this game is the speed vert, because you are going to be a big man. But with that being said, if you want to go with speed so you can be faster, go ahead and do that. So yeah, that's completely up to you. But like I said, I would go with the speed vert, but the better one probably is speed, so you can be as fast as possible, so you can be able to speed glitch as fast as possible. It's that simple. Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple. Alright, so next, when it comes down to the attributes, this is pretty much where you're gonna be molding your build to be what you really want it to be. Now, I had it a couple of different ways. I had one where you get 8 finishing, 6 shooting, with 19 playmaking, with 20 defensive, but I feel like I like this one a little bit better. So for this one, you're gonna get 7 finishing, 6 shooting, 18 playmaking with 21 defensive. So for this one, you're gonna be able to have pretty much everything that you want on defense, and then we're gonna have a lot of stuff on playmaking, you're gonna have a lot of stuff on shooting, you're gonna have a lot of stuff on finishing. You're gonna be able to do pretty much everything that you want to do in this game. So for the 7 finishing, you're gonna have pretty much a max driving layup and driving dunk, and then you're gonna have, I think that's a max close shot, but to be sure, you're gonna have an 84 close shot. Then when it comes to the shooting, mid-range, 3-pointer, free throw, all max, then a post fade up to a 35, so you can get those 6 shooting badges, so you can get those 2 very important shooting badges, at least gold. Then when it comes to the playmaking, you're gonna be maxing out pass accuracy, ball handle, and then the post moves up to a 71 to be able to get 18 playmaking. That's at least 4 Hall of Fame with 2 on the back end. Then you're gonna have 21 defensive. That's because you have max interior defense, lateral quickness, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound, and then you have the rest on steal. So you're gonna be pretty good on the interior, be able to play real fast on defense with the lateral quickness, and still have a good block rating, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound stats that you really want. The only thing that's a hole on this build is the standing dunk, but in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, Playmaking Glass Cleaners, they didn't have standing dunks anyways. Most Playmaking Glass Cleaners only had driving layup and driving dunk. This year, we can have more than that, but you know what I'm saying, it comes at a cost of other things. Now, last year, you didn't really have a perimeter defense or a steal. This build has more than that. So yeah, you could actually say that this build could arguably be better. Now, why is this build probably not as good? Because you can't shoot as consistently on a build like this. like you could on plate glass. Now, you see the 3-pointer, it's only at 59. We're gonna get that up a lot higher so that you can be able to get it to a decent one, but it's not gonna be on no crazy level of consistency like it was on 2K20. That's the only inconsistent part of this build. It's not gonna be as consistent. But with that being said, people started making build videos showing you guys that you can shoot with these builds like this. So I'm gonna show you guys the best badge setups and give you guys tips to shoot on builds like this. And if you haven't watched my video where I do that, you know what I'm saying, for a full video, I will put that in the description too. So yeah. All right, so next is going to be the height, weight, wingspan. So when it comes to the height, you're gonna be at 6'7". Now, what height was you if you was on 2K20? It was 6'8", but on this one, you wanna go a little bit shorter because like I was saying, it's just a lot harder to shoot in this game. And 6'7" is just the perfect height because then when you hit 99, you can really get the pro drill moves, you're gonna be able to get the contact dunks, and yeah, your 3-pointer is even gonna be higher. So it just makes no sense to go to 6'8" over 6'7", and you're gonna be a lot faster. You're gonna be able to jump that much higher at 6'7" also. Now, when it comes to the weight, you're gonna go down on the weight, pretty much not minimum, but pretty much as low as possible. But with the same thing, you're gonna go 191 pounds because you're gonna be able to keep your interior defense and strength as high as possible without losing too much on speed, acceleration, post moves, and you're also gonna be gaining stuff in your driving layup. So you're gonna be getting a lot of things that's very important for this build. So yeah. And all right, next, last but not least, before we hop into the takeover and the build name, is going to be the wingspan. We're gonna be actually able to see what our build is gonna look like when we get our build completely finished and be able to get to 99. So for the wingspan, it's a big man build. You want to go max wingspan. If you want your 3-pointer to be higher, you can go lower on the wingspan. It's not gonna make that big of a difference because it's not gonna be consistent either way. But at the same time, if you want that, you can. But for me personally, I did go max wingspan, and I actually ended up having my 3-pointer at a 61. Now, you've seen people make videos talking about the power of a 65 3-pointer. Does that mean you're gonna be able to have consistent shooting? No, but you can put badges on. You can take people's tips to become a better shooter. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. You get hot zones and stuff like that. You can play my career. It's really easy to get my career hot zones, even with a 3-point rating like this. So yeah, you want to make sure that you get your hot zones, get the right badge setup, and you'll be perfectly fine. Like I said, I'm gonna have a video in the description for people that really want to shoot with a build like this. Now, besides the shooting, you know what I'm saying, you still gonna have a really decent mid-range at 99. That's at a 72. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the finishing, the things that make this build really overpowered, you're gonna be able to do everything. Even if you don't think shooting, you're gonna be able to do everything else. So for the driving dunk, that's up to an 85. So you're gonna be able to get every contact dunk in a game, except as a big man, you're not gonna be able to get the big man contact dunks because you don't have a standing dunk. But the close shot is up to a 91, and your driving layup is over at 81. So you're gonna be able to get a lot of layup packages. Then when it comes to the playmaking, like I said, you're gonna be able to get the pro dribble moves. Why? Because you can get to an 80 ball handle at 99. So yeah, that's a real big deal. And then you even gonna have an 87 pass accuracy. Then when it comes to the defense and rebounding, interior defense, perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound, you pretty much have really decent stats. You're gonna have a 60 perimeter defense, a 63 interior defense, a 87 lateral quickness is really good for a big man with a 72 steal. So having that steal go up is going to actually make a big difference. Then when it comes to the block and offensive rebound, that's both going to be at a 78. Then the defensive rebound is up to an 85. So you're going to have a decent rebound, decent block, not nothing too crazy like a glassing finisher, but you're going to be decent. That's simple. So it's really more of a balanced build in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion. Now, when it comes to the kind of the most important part, the physicals, the speed, if you're getting just +4 for the 99, it's going to be 90 speed, 80 acceleration, and 91 vertical. But don't forget, you can get gym rat badge and +4 at the gym Gatorade facility. So that can be +8 in total. So now you can get your speed up to a 94, you can get your acceleration up to a 92, and you can get your vertical up to a 95. So that just makes this build that much well-rounded and better. Now, with that being said, if you went with the speed pie chart, I'm pretty sure you can get this build to like a 97 or 98 speed with a 97 or 98 acceleration. Also, your vertical will be a lot lower. It will probably be around an 80. But yeah, that's really up to you. If you want to be that much faster, especially with your ball handle only being an 80, so you can be as fast as possible with the ball, that's up to you. This is definitely a really, really disgusting ISO build, by the way. Alright, last but not least, before we hop into what the build is going to be called, it's going to be the Takeover. Now, when it comes to the Takeovers, you have really good choices. Playmaker, Slasher, Glass Cleaner, and Rim Protector Takeover. Now, if you want to play big man on this build, Slasher and Glass would be perfect, because if you go with Slasher, you still gonna get all the guard elements that you really want, like the ball handler, speed ball, all that stuff is gonna be +10, but you're still gonna have like the big man stuff like strength, vertical, speed, you know what I'm saying, all the inside stuff, close shot, standing dunk, driving layup, all that stuff will go +10. And you still gonna get a lot of other stuff +10 with Slasher, but those not really that important. But when it comes to glass unit takeover, you're gonna get like, that's the only one you can get like the rebounding stuff. So you know this build don't have the crazy rebounding, and you want to be a big man with this, glass unit takeover might have to be the build you go with. But if you want to make it like the playmaking glass unit, what everybody went with on the takeover, that was Playmaker. So for video purposes, I did go with Playmaker, and that's also going to allow you to take people's ankles, which is extremely easy on this game. It's probably the best ISO takeover in the game, but in my opinion, the best balanced takeover for this build would probably be Slasher. But for video purposes, I did go with Playmaker, and the build comes out as a post Playmaker. So not a playmaking glass unit, but like I said, it's with a new name, and that's going to be the post Playmaker. It's pretty much making waves in the thing right now. Everybody calling it the new play glass, but you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it got a little bit of differences. Now, if this build was in my opinion, if this build was in 2K20, this build would be crazy. This is actually really similar to my facilitating finisher a little bit. Just got a little bit differences here and there, but all in all, it's really similar. If you know what my main build was last year, the facilitating finisher. It was like the blend of a two-way slash and playmaker and a blend of a play glass. Now, when it comes to the shades of, is it similar to any of those? No, but yeah, we don't really care about that. All we're gonna do left to go over is to go over the best bad setups for finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. All right, so first things first, when it comes to the best bad setups, we're gonna go over the finishing every single time. So for the finishing, we have 7 badge grades to work with. It's really the easiest thing we could have did. For the bronze, we had 1 badge left over, so it's easy. We went with Lob City Finisher Bronze. That is literally arguably the best bronze badge in the game, and it's just really important badge to have on as a big. So yeah, Lob City Finisher is gonna help me catch lobs, finish them through traffic, make them do faster animations, all that. Contact Finisher. This build is gonna get contact dunks. When you get this build to 99, it becomes extremely different. But another thing that you need to understand, contact finisher has negatives, but we're only putting this on for the positives, and that's to get contact dunks. When you have the contact dunk packages, you're gonna be able to have a 20% chance of a contact dunk. Every tier above that is going to be 15%. So at bronze, it's 35%. At silver, that's 50%. At gold, that's 65%, and at Hall of Fame, that's 80%. So yeah, that's not even contributing if you have like Slasher Takeover with the driving dunk rating, and just talking about if you have the contact dunk packages and if you have contact finisher badge on. Then when it comes to Showtime, that's probably the most broken, overpowered finishing or offensive badge in the game. I would say Ankle Breaker is more broken, but if we're talking finishing, in my opinion, it would probably be the best one. And yeah, that's gonna pretty much get your team a takeover boost anytime you do a flashy dunk or and one. So yeah, that's going to be the best finishing badge setup for this build. All right, next is going to be the shooting badge setup. Now this is simple. This is as simple as a badge setup gets. Why? Because we only put 6 badge grades to be able to get both of these badges. These are hands down the 2 best shooting badges in the game. Now, on this build, like I said, if you want to see the full detailed video, I did a full detailed video on how to shoot with low 3-point shooting builds or rating builds, and these 2 badges were very important. Why? Because you want to have hot zones. I said if you want to be able to shoot on this build, you really want to play in my career, get your hot zones. That's important. Now, once you get hot zones, you actually going to be able to have a bigger green window on this build, and it's going to be able to make you be able to get more consistent greens. Now, is it consistent greens? It's going to be more consistent green, but that doesn't make it consistent. Now, when you get hot zone 100 on top of those hot zones, that's going to make it even easier to shoot. So now, not only your make percentage is going to be going extremely high, but your green window is getting even bigger. So now you can even get more greens. Then when it gets to the range extender, that's going to be what allows you to shoot more threes, because it's going to be extending your range and making it that much easier to shoot within your range. So yeah, in my opinion, these 2 badges is what are huge to make this build just even like competent to being a really good build. So yeah. All right, next is going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. So for the best playmaking badge setup, there's a lot of different ways you can go with, but for the first 3, I'm gonna go with handles for days, quick first step, unpluckable. Why? Handles for days is gonna cancel out the stamina issue. Unpluckable is gonna make it that much harder to get ripped, and quick first step is gonna make you be faster, whether if you're doing a speed boost or a speed glitch. And speed glitch is pretty much the main move you want to do. They nerfed they nerfed the mess out of speed boosting, because one, I don't know why, but apparently the way it got nerfed is because they was supposed to be, people was complaining about the speed glitch, and I guess 2K thought people was complaining about the speed boosting. Either one, they don't know how to take out the speed glitch, or 2, they just stupid. Probably both. But yeah, quick first step, that's going to allow you to help you get open for anything that you're trying to do in this game, whether it's a dunk, a 2, a midi, a 3-pointer, it doesn't really matter. It's just going to help you get open. Then when it comes to floor general, why is floor general a good badge to put on? Because most of the time, this is going to be a big. So this is going to help your guard, your lock, or whatever you're playing. It's going to help them get +4 to all their offensive attributes. That's going to help them get better at shooting. It's going to help them be faster. It's going to help them be able to dunk more, all that type of stuff. And that just makes your builds that much better. So yeah. Then when it comes to the last two, I put it on Neil Threader because in my opinion, that's the best passing badge for people that ISO because it makes you throw way better passes, whether it's faster and harder to get stolen. In my opinion, it's just better for dots. It's that simple. Now, there's other badges you can probably go with, but one thing that I would say this build does not get is Angle Breaker. So, you might want to go with Space Creator, but I don't know if people do a lot of hop steps on this game. I don't really see people do that much. So, yeah, that, in my opinion, this makes this the best badge setup for this build. And all right, last but not least, before we end off this video, it's going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. So we have 5 Hall of Fame and 1 bronze. So for the 5 Hall of Fame, first badge we're going to be putting on is Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser. This build has really low rebounding stats in comparison to like what people make for big men. So Rebound Chaser is going to be important, especially with everybody having that on automatically. So yeah, that's going to allow you to get better snag animations and get more rebounds. Then we have a badge like Brick Wall to set screens. Now, this is really an ISO build, but if you want to play as a big man, you know what I'm saying, on this build, you can. So a lot of people on this game set screens. You can play as like the glass cleaning finisher of a lineup with this build easily. And yeah, it's a really good build. So yeah, if you want to go with Brick Wall, you can. Now, if you don't want to go with Brick Wall, you can put that on Clamps, or you can put that on any other badge that you feel like is going to help you play a lot better defense, because you're going to be playing, you know what you're going to be going against all the time. Play shots, perimeter lockdowns, glass and finisher. So if you want to put on Trapper to help you trap, you want to put on Clamps to play better defense, get better bumps, you can put on whatever you want. But then when it comes to Interceptor, that's going to have you in the passing lanes, and then it just gets crazy overpowered at Hall of Fame. So yeah, you had to put that at Hall of Fame to be in them lanes, get as many catches, as many tips as possible. Then when it comes to chase down artists, when you put the badge on bronze, you unlock the chase down block animations. Every single time you go up, you run that much faster and jump that much higher. So all the way at Hall of Fame, it's going to be really good and exactly what we want. And then we have Rim Protector to pretty much enhance badges like Intimidator and chase down artists, while also improving your blocking ability, while also unlocking blocking animations, and also giving your teammates takeover whenever you get a block. So yeah, it's very overpowered. Another badge you also can put on that I didn't put on was Heart Crusher, but that's up to you, like I said. Then last but not least is going to be Intimidator. I put that to bronze because if you don't have it on, it's not going to do anything. And having it higher, in my opinion, it doesn't make that big of a difference, because either way, you really want to jump and time your jumps. You want to get good at that, because even if you just put your hands up with Hall of Fame Intimidator, it's going to be inconsistent. So you really want to get good at timing your jumps. But bronze Intimidator is definitely a must-have, at least. Now, I can see a lot of people saying, why would you not go Hall of Fame? You know what I'm saying? If you don't mess with Brick Wall, go ahead and put that to Hall of Fame. It's simple as that. But yeah, like I said, you can put that on whatever. But yeah, in my opinion, this is what I would use. So yeah, this is the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. But yeah, man, that's going to be the Playmaking Glass Cleaner back in NBA 2K21, but with a new name, the Post Playmaker. So yeah, man, if you guys want more videos like this, all you gotta do is smash, break, and destroy the like button. I showed you guys how to make this build from all aspects: the pie charts, attributes, height, weight, wingspan, takeover, all the way down to the badge setups for the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defender. So yeah, like I said, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. We just hit that 90K, so I really would appreciate it if everybody that's new to the channel hit that sub button, because now we on that road for real to 100K. It's right here, man. I can smell it, I can feel it, and yeah, man, I really would appreciate it if everybody new to the channel hit that sub button. But yeah, man, turn on post notifications, be the first to every single my video. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man, and I'm out to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.